First things first, guys, Rune Factory 5 is set to release exclusively for the Nintendo Switch and on March 22nd. The game is available to pre-order now and it comes in 2 editions. Look it up. For those of you that aren't familiar with this series, Rune Factory 5 is basically a farm sim that does, I would say, significantly more than the usual farming RPGs, and for quite a while, Rune Factory 5 has been shaping up to be one of a kind of its genre. Check it out. Here we actually have a new trailer, and this is what the game is actually all about.
I'll get straight to it. Tomorrow. Today, I rest.
Mind your manners around Lady Beatrice. There is only so much I can do alone, so as you have the field captain's endorsement, I may ask for your assistance from time to time.
There's still so much to learn. I reciprocate your feelings. I, too, am deeply fascinated by you.
Now, for those of you who've been patiently waiting for more content for latest Mario Kart, Nintendo is finally releasing a DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In case you haven't heard of by now, it's called Deluxe Booster Pack. What I've collected to contain 48 tracks taken from previous games in the series, but not all of it's gonna be released at once. This DLC comes in 6 waves. First coming in March, and the final one actually coming at the end of 2023. Let's check it out. And yeah, you probably don't want to expect Mario Kart 9 for a while now, so just keep it in mind.
By the end of 2023. Courses such as Coconut Mall, Choco Mountain, and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land, on the other hand, which was announced no more than a few months ago, well, actually arrives on the Nintendo Switch come March 25th. Actually, this news comes after months of speculations regarding the core and more of gameplay, and this time it's actually 6 more minutes of it showing off this mouthful mode and some copy abilities, and apparently Kirby can actually now transform into much bigger things. Now check it out real quick, it's amazing.
A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available.
Ready, set, Chocobo!
Moving on, we have Chocobo GP, which is, as you can see, a 2D, 3D, Donkey Kongy kind of racer. Much in the same vein as the old hill climb racing, for those of you familiar, though better, you could tell by the looks of it. I mean, like, it's the whole thing is themed around the Final Fantasy universe. Not to mention it actually comes with a story mode, online and local co-op, split screen, and a Chocobo GP mode where you can compete against up to 64 players at a time. Check it out, this game's due out March 10th this year.
Compete for the overall top spot within 4 races. Do you have what it takes to claim victory in all of the series races? How about facing off against your past self? Race against ghosts uploaded from other players all across the globe in Time Attack. Create your own crazy custom races where you choose the number of courses and types of Magicite. Enjoy local and online multiplayer with friends.
A new future is before us. A bright future. Today, we fight not for glory or pride, but for survival. For the future.
Project Triangle strategy, which is easily one of the most anticipated turn-based tactics in the making, not just by Square Enix but for quite a while. I'd like to think one of the most visually stunning pixelated games as well to be released this year is now coming to the hybrid console March 4th. Now here's the thing, if you do like what you see here, you can actually play this game through a free playable demo on the Nintendo Wii Shop through 3 different chapters. It's a really good demo, especially if you're into classic top-down RPGs like this with the 2D, 3D graphics and stuff. Here's a new trailer. Also, in case you didn't know, this game is actually a Nintendo Switch exclusive.
A battle to prove which of us is more fit to rule Norzelia.
You speak of the Hierophant?
You will pay for your grievous sins, Serenoa Wolfort, with your life.
As long as I keep walking, there will always be hope.
This battle is but the first step on the path Lord Serenoa has laid before us. Let us take this first step together and rejoice.
Come what may, my steps shall never waver.
Okay, Bandai Namco actually, a couple months back, in case you've missed out on the news, announced that the remastered hack GU Last Recode will be making its way to the Nintendo Switch next year as some sort of an anniversary edition that will include the first 3 games of its series, such as Redemption, which is the last one, as well as the new and 4th, also the final entry in its series named Reconnection. Now that's a good one. Check it out. The action RPG series Last Recode is expected to hit the Nintendo Switch come March 10th this year.
Are going into this one attack!
I'll get you out of there one way or another. Hang in there, Ovan.
I have a favor to ask.
This is your new power.
Feels like I've been waiting forever. Waiting for us to stand together, side by side. And now, there's nothing that can scare me.
You mean nothing that can scare us?
We are right here!
Let's play! Let's play! Let's play together! Big sis! Right!
Moving on, it is Crystar, an action RPG where players get to swap between a cast of 4 characters while fighting. Now, technically speaking, this is the element that separates, or I think it's better to say that identifies this game among the other action RPGs, even though it's nothing that new. And the fact that the game is being developed by NIS America, and it's been in the making for quite a while. So check it out. Crystar is available now for the PlayStation 4 and the Windows PCs, but finally on its way to the hybrid console come March 29th this year. Take a look.
Of course I'm lying.
You can call me Kokoro. My wish is to take revenge on Anamnesis with my own hands.
My name is Sen Megumiba. I cannot just sit idle and let evil happen.
I finally found you! Someone who will play with Nanana!
I won't forgive you! No matter what, I'll never forgive you, Anamnesis!
Hello, everyone! I come bearing news!
We have Persona 4 Arena Ultimax that has been available on a lot of platforms since 10 years ago, almost though, but folks at the company decided to give it another life on the hybrid console as well, come March 17th this year. This is, in case you're unfamiliar with, basically a remastered version of the Persona fighting game with characters from Persona 3 and Persona 4. This time around also with the added RPG style mode called Golden Arena mode. Check it out.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax will be released for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam on March 17th. The Steam pre-order will be available very soon.
But well, one of the most beloved racing sim franchises of the past almost decade, WRC 10 now will be arriving on the Nintendo Switch March 17th in Europe and then 29th of March in America. This racing game on the hybrid console, though interestingly, you will be driving without steering wheel inputs. The game itself, though, will feature the same single-player career plus the online co-driver mode, split screen, and a lot more. Check it out. Annapurna Interactive, on the other hand, just a little less than a month ago, came out with the news that their surreal adventure game, Memoir Blue, which was originally planned for release on February 10th this year, will now launch 6 weeks later, which will be March 24th. Annapurna Interactive itself describes the game as a touching interactive poem that focuses on a superstar athlete and the all-encompassing love between the mother and the daughter. Go and check it out. This is how the game actually looks like. It's a real creative looking game.
Oh yeah! Let's go! The fire in my heart is burning! Is your body ready?
Rocket Panda Games also released another trailer for Phantom Breaker Omnia, which is basically one of the most anticipated 2D fighting games of 2022. Nothing much though in the way of announcement, just a new character in addition to the fact that the game is indeed releasing March 15th, still on the Nintendo Switch and other consoles as well.
And lots of fighting! Oh my! Spicy! Go into overdrive and let's go crazy! Boom-baya! Unleash the power of 1,000 suns on your opponent! Not gonna lie, I'm actually excited about this one! Giant magical tigers! Oh yes, indeed! Get out a fighting game jail card! Let's go and collect $200!
And last but not least, it's actually Coromon. For those of you unfamiliar, a monster taming, catching, collecting adventure that's been sitting on Steam through a free playable demo for quite a while now, so in case you have access to that, just go and give it a shot. One of the long-awaited games as well, one that actually supports online play as well, where you could play with friends and family. Let's check it out. This game's due out March 31st, and if you've been waiting to have hands on another classic Pokemon game, the moment this is actually the best bit to keep an eye out for, in my opinion. It's a really good looking game.